Well, it's about that time. It's about that time, y'all know. This episode, I'm smiling right now because I just watched it, and being fresh off watching this episode, damn. That's all I got to say is damn. That's it. That's the video. I mean, fuck it. Do I need to say anything else? No. Done. No, but seriously, this episode starting out, seeing Goku doing his God Kamehameha against Zamasu fused. I had a problem with it, but at the same time, I liked it because the problem occurs because basically literally not even 2 minutes, you know, in their time, not even 2 minutes, but last week for us, Trunks and Vegeta do a father-son Gallic gun that does absolute damage to him, obviously. But it was that you know, prideful moment for us Vegeta fans, especially some of you Trunks fans too, you future Trunks fans, that it was beautiful, you know, and it was like, damn, that was great. And then you get Goku coming in, basically doing the whole like, I'm gonna try to kill him off now that you've weakened him. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I think that's one reason why a lot of people make the argument that Vegeta is like stronger than Goku. Obviously, with Kaioken, then yeah, he probably still is. That being struggle, I thought to myself from looking at last week's preview that Vegeta would be the one to do the damage, but that's not the case. It's basically God Goku basically doing his God Kamehameha at full power, and it basically cracking Zamasu's, I guess, little holy ball, death ball, whatever you want to call that shit. I forgot what he called it, but it basically cracked it, and it went through, and that started to do damage on him. And then with the combination of his actual own attack, you know, it did immense damage to him. Seeing that was kind of just like, okay, so he goes into fight already, you know, like that. And we do understand later on in the episode that the reason why it's kind of happening is because Goku's body is not, you know, immortal. Zamasu's body is immortal, but since they fused together, then now basically they're vulnerable. So like, I'm glad that they kind of made it that way, made it look like it's more real instead of, because I think I said that before, that, you know, one is immortal and one's not, so how is that going to work? And maybe he's vulnerable then, but it looks like it is the case there. That's why he doesn't necessarily like regenerate, you know, as quick, or certain parts of him won't regenerate. So I did like the fact that they actually brought that into as well. Seeing where Goku does his God Kamehameha, does all the damage, and then he starts to go in and fight Zamasu. And this is when it was like kind of real, because Goku couldn't use his arms. I don't know if he broke his arms or something like that. I think he might have while he did the God Kamehameha, and he couldn't use his arms, so he's just using his legs. And him going Kaioken, well, God Kaioken, and doing a little bit of work as well was pretty nice, because he had enough to just do that one attack, and then he was basically wiped out and was down on the ground. So I like the fact that while they did all that, they basically was just like, look, we only got one thing to do. This is where it comes out. Goku basically realizes while Gowasu is talking about you need a higher power to actually beat him, Goku gets the idea, hey, let's fuse. And Trunks, I thought it was kind of funny because Trunks was sitting around like, what, father and Goku fuse? Like, what? And then Vegeta says like, I don't want to fuse with you like that again, but damn it if I have to, and all that shit. And then Trunks is like, what? They already fused before? And I thought it was kind of funny because it was like shedding that light on him knowing this and seeing this for the first time. He's just like, what the hell is going on? And they've already done this? Whoa, why didn't they do this before? So it was good to see that. I thought it was funny. Now, them fusing, it looks like Supreme Kai is the one that gives him his race. I first thought it was going to be Gowasu and Supreme Kai giving both one each, and not like to fuse with them, but like one off the same ear or something like that, but that's not the case. They do fuse, and I like how they get right to the action, because Vegito is basically, you know, introduced, and because, you know, like Watson, everybody's looking like, oh damn, and here comes Zamasu, and he's just like, and who the fuck are you supposed to be? And then he basically gives his, you know, Goku and Vegeta, you know, Vegito, and then he's like, and this is, and then he goes VEGITO BLUE, and it goes, you know, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and right then, I was just like, it's gonna be good. Now, let's go ahead and kind of wrap this part of it up a little bit, because in this fight, you at first you kind of feel like while you're watching it, it looks like it's a bit even, and I knew going into this, you guys know going into this, that it was not going to be even. Vegito was gonna wreck that ass, and to a certain extent, he did get hit a couple times. But I thought one of the best parts was when Zamasu was about to do his little blade, and then Vegito Blue does it to him, and his is longer and shit. He's just like, yeah, I can do that fucking too. He's looking at him like, basically, motherfucker, I invented it. Like, so I know how to do it. You just a damn copy. And I thought that was freaking hilarious. And he's talking about he kind of taunts him a little bit. He still got that cockiness. He taunts him a little bit, and he's just like, oh. He's like, oh, you feel that? You feel pain? Oh, why aren't you healing? And shit like that, because he already knows. And then that's when Zamasu kind of does his little power up, and things kind of get a little bit real. But at the end of this episode, not the end of this episode, but at the end of this fight, basically, not Super Vegito Blue is he's about to win. Like, he's about to win. He's like, it's about time I get this over with. And as soon as he's about to do what I want to go ahead and say, I mean, you guys can let me know in the comment section what you think it is or what it is. But to me, it looks like he's about to do some form of a god dragon fist. So if that's the case, then that's holy shit. But it looks like he was about to do that, and then the Potara fusion wears off. And, they're like, what the hell? Zamasu, basically fucks the shit out of him, literally. Well, not literally, but he does. And, they're kind of just like laying on the ground like, what just happened? And basically what they say is that, I'm glad that Goku kind of goes in and tells, he's basically like, look, he's like, fusion, this is meant for, fusion among gods. So the reason why y'all's fusion wore off last time was because, it only has an hour limit. So you can only have an hour in this state. If you're immortal, if you're a god, then it's permanent. Or I think you can break it, but it's basically more permanent if you want it to be permanent. So it's cool to see that the Potara fusion, I think, has its only its hour. I could have swore I thought the fusion dance, I think it had either 30 minutes or an hour, 2. So I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. But so it's kind of like, well, okay, so now we know that. They could possibly fuse like this all other times now. So that kind of opened up the possibility of them fusing like this all the time. So, and whenever, a villain is too strong. Wrap that part up. Now we get into the Trunks, and I actually like this. I really did. And I thought to myself, a long time ago, whenever this first started, it would be nice if, Trunks was one to kill off the villain. And that is the case in this episode, because, Trunks gets this sword back that Ma gives him, that's the kids gave him, and gave her to give back to him. And what he does is he uses his ore to replenish the blade with ki, and he goes into the fight with Zamasu, and it looks like he's kind of holding his own for a little bit. It looks like he's probably gonna lose. And then what I could basically put in my own perspective would be a spirit bomb of everybody giving energy. And it forms up in the sky. Trunks, I'm not even gonna lie, this was lit. Trunks literally absorbed all of it into his blade and made it blue. So it was like a god blade. It may be god blade, it may be spirit blade, whatever they want to call it, or spirit sword, whatever they want to. I think spirit swords are already taken at another anime. I think it might be Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, I think it is. So yeah, spirit blade, whatever they want to fucking call it. All I got to say is Trunks for the win. I mean, Trunks did it. Like, I'm just, wow. Like, I'm glad they actually went with Trunks actually defending, and not just Trunks, but that whole future, depending on each other, with the help of each other, was able to defeat, the evil god. So, man, that's great. I'm not even gonna lie. That's really freaking great. I'm glad they actually ended it off with that. And you guys can let me know in the comment section below if that's how you feel and you like it as well. But the preview. Let's talk about the preview a little bit because we see Zeno. We see him. We see Beerus, and we see Whis with Goku. And I think the title of it is Future Trunks. I think it's like farewell and all that stuff. So there's only a couple things that can kind of go on with this next episode, because obviously they're wrapping everything up. Everybody's gonna go back to their own times. You know, well, Trunks is gonna stay at his own time. Goku and Vegeta and Bulma are probably gonna go back to the past, and that's probably gonna be I'd say maybe the last time they see each other, because I mean they're saying the farewells, so it might be a thing to where they're just like, look, we're not gonna go back into the past anymore, and try to get help. So yeah, we should be able to do this by ourselves. I think that'd be nice. I think it'd be nice too if once that happens, toward the end of the episode or something like that, we get a glimpse back to Future Trunks, maybe a couple years into the future for him, and see where everything is. Maybe him and Mai, maybe have kids or a kid now, and the world's kind of like going back to being that peaceful and rebuilding stage. So I would actually like to see that. But for Zeno, I think that Zeno either is going to show up right when like he may show up like a little bit after or a little bit before Goku, Vegeta, and Bulma like come back to the past, and he's probably going to be a little upset about that, or he's just basically going to like see that, acknowledge it, and be like, whatever, I don't care, it's Goku. He has my blessing. He's got a free pass to do whatever he wants. And he's going to come in and basically talk about the new arc that we're going to get. And I want to say that I'm pretty sure it might be the Universal World Tournament. So I think that might be a thing that he's possibly in for. So I would actually like to see that as well. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, if you would be ready for that. I'm hyped for it. Let me know what your favorite part of this episode was. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, like and share. Oh my gosh, man, this episode was absolutely lit. VEGITO Blue. I mean, VEGITO Blue. Like, enough said. I'm done. Yeah, we might have to cheese a little bit. Give me all that. Oh shit.